Ever since the start of air travel in the 50s and 60s, there's always been an emphasis on aircraft-grade aluminum as the end-all and be-all material for luxury luggage. It's lightweight, it's beautiful, it lasts a lifetime, and all the celebrities use them. But what if there was something better than aluminum? What if there was a space-age replacement that you can get today? Well, this new luggage company set out to do just that. I'd like to introduce everyone to Duravo Luggage. Everyone, meet Duravo, and this is their Carryon. This video is sponsored by Duravo. They also gave us this case to review. You can also get a 10% discount on this case by clicking the link on the description below. That being said, they gave us full freedom to be as brutally honest as possible about their product and services, and that I intend to do. Duravo wanted to create the world's most durable carry-on, and what they came up with is totally different from what we know currently as indestructible luggage. Although strong, lightweight, and beautiful, aircraft aluminum still has its flaws. It bends and warps with impacts, and scratches deep enough are permanent, which gives it a nice patina after frequent use. But also, if enough force is applied to it, it'll just crush under the weight. That's what led the folks at Duravo to come up with a completely new material that would have all the strength and lightweight of aluminum without any of its drawbacks. What they came up with is their flex shell technology, which is essentially a shell made from woven fibers like carbon fiber. But instead of using strands of carbon, they use strands of polymer to create the shell. This results in a very strong and durable shell with a good amount of strength and flexibility. This allows the case to absorb all kinds of impacts and simply bounce back into shape. This is shown vividly here, where they run a pickup truck over different suitcases made out of different materials. As you can see, the Duravo just bounces back into shape while the aluminum case just gets crushed. And the plastic cases, well, they're just shattered into pieces. They use zippers instead of latches on the Duravo, since the design is meant to pop back into place after an impact. It just wouldn't be possible using latches. We've had this case for 6 months now, and we've definitely put this carry-on through its paces. Since then, we've been on trips from California to Spain, to Hawaii, to the Philippines, and Thailand, back to California. That's a total of 6 flights, countless train/subway rides, countless ride shares and taxis, countless bus rides, boat and ferry rides. And I'm glad to report that the Duravo carry-on has survived like an absolute champ. It still looks and feels brand new, to say the least. We were also using our aluminum luggage as well, and those definitely have battle scars from all that traveling. This Duravo, though, takes everything on the chin, just like a heavyweight boxer. Strength and durability are its main attributes. This is the kind of case they can throw around and not think twice about. It's as close as a carry-on could ever be to being bulletproof. It's not only very durable, but it's quite the practical case. The inside is generous, to say the least. The organizational features are also well designed and very durable. It's on the inside where the Duravo has a huge party trick. It can expand a good amount. I'd say up to 20% more in volume. The handle feels smooth to operate, while also feeling solid and lightweight. The wheels are smooth and they work well, bringing me to the first flaw that I could say about the case. Given its zipper closure and expandable compartment, it doesn't track as straight as more rigid and latched luggage does, especially when it's extended out. It might want to steer in a weird way. It's not the end of the world, it just requires a little more steering from the user. I'm not gonna lie, it didn't help that in the tiny aisles of the plane, it wouldn't steer straight. That was definitely a pain in the neck. I guess it's a trade-off when you want to expand the luggage. When it wasn't expanded though, it was a lot easier to steer. There's also a couple of tech features that make it really handy and useful. There's a compartment where you can put a power bank, and it has an outlet on the outside of the case where you can charge your phone from, as well as a dedicated air tag holder. The locking mechanism is simple, straightforward, and it works well. The main feature that I love about this case is that it's lightweight. At only a fraction of the weight of an aluminum case, the The Duravo is a pleasure to lug around. The handles are also nice to grip. They got a good give to them. Another feature that you may or may not like is that it is a lot less conspicuous than aluminum luggage is. It really just flies under the radar. It doesn't scream money at you like certain aluminum and leather luggage does. This case is not cheap though. At $375, it's nothing to scoff at. For a huge 10% discount on one of these cases, click the link on the description below. In the real world, that means thieves might not even notice that this is one awesome and expensive case. Perhaps getting it in one of the more brighter colors would make it stand out more. The weave of the flex shell material is also quite nice to look at. It definitely has a three-dimensional weave that gives the material a quality look. It's not so obvious at first glance. You really have to look closely to appreciate it. So what do I think about this case after traveling around the world with it? I love it. I love how light and strong it is. I love how you don't have to think about it much because it's so strong and light. I also love how understated it is. It really just flies under the radar. The quality is top notch, but it's barely even noticeable in a room. I love how it expands. What I hate is how it doesn't track straight when it's expanded, but I definitely could live with it. Otherwise, this is a great case that will surely last for generations. The flex shell really resists impacts and scratches like none other. It's truly impressive. Again, if you'd like 10% off of any Duravo product, click on the link in the description below. Now go ahead and click here to see our travels with this case. Why don't you go ahead and give this video a like since you got all the way to the end. Subscribe for more family day off. Ciao.